still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but
blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. And returns it right back to Samuel. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert, boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. 11 yards there, first down. The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. At the line of scrimmage, the 9, second and about a yard. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
7-0.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 23. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 77 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. forward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 43 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 14, Packers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
And that's caught inside the 35.
Touchdown,
Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mostert. That'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll get him down as as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run here with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Rodgers again now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
That's the way to make it.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
7-yard line.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
In 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. The 20.
Don't worry about
And
it.
into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick-6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Got some room at the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Flush to his right, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Is going to go down. He's sacked. D. Ford able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 16 yards of first down.
And the Packer first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 2-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Steps away to his left. He can, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Mostert, and he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Once again, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now we had and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And this is caught back for a late touchdown. So we'll build everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Get me! Let's go! Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down.
And that's caught inside the 30.
They should have put a stamp on
Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
6-yard line.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll run with Mostert, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
37 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Aaron Rodgers, the 8-time Pro Bowler with an 8-point second-half lead and looking to add to it. Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Green Bay.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.